I gotta come up with an intro that sounds epic because that's the only thing I didn't prepare for. Damn it, I should have prepared something before I started recording. It doesn't matter.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to What Have I Done? It's me, your host, Eric.
Damn it, no! You wait for too long and you lose your own show, you goddamn colonizer. This is not only What Have I Done, but this is a subset, a subsidiary, if you will, called What Have I Done Debates. This is a series that there will be I don't know how many episodes of, because I don't know how many debates I could possibly think of. So, for our inaugural episode, you can tell that we're starting with the cream of the crop, because our question today is, do Rick and Morty have erectile dysfunction?
They get it up.
This has obviously been a question that, it's not really a creative question, because I'm sure it's been bouncing around the walls for, ages. Since before I was born, people have asked the question, are Rick and Morty able to get it up?
Yeah.
It's a very good question, and since Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon haven't weighed in on it yet, it's our duty to put the matter to rest. We have taken the civil duty to finally, once and for all, answer the question, do Rick and Morty get it up?
Yup.
Oh, this is terrible.
First of all, leave your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, leave a comment before watching the video, and one afterwards, so we can see how your opinions change throughout the video.
Yes, leave a comment before, saying it's before, and afterwards, saying after. We will know. We will know.
We will know.
Yes, we will.
So don't even try lying.
I'm on the side of, they can get it up, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah? That sure is an interesting side. I gotta hand it to you. In every civil war, be it civil, be it revolutionary, there always has to be a losing side. And I just gotta thank you for coming out and taking one for the team to be that side.
Of course, buddy.
I think in order to fully discuss this question, we need to first define what the question is. Okay, so the question may seem simple. Do Rick and Morty have erectile dysfunction? But it's a very complex question because on sheer basis, I could automatically win by saying yes. Rick and Morty is an interdimensional show. So every dimension is in fact canon, as we've seen in the Citadel of Ricks. Every single dimension merges in one spot, and I'm sure that Chris Chan is very jealous. By that basis alone, there is a canon universe where Rick and Morty have erectile dysfunction. So I think in order to best settle the audience's fears, I think to make this an easier question to answer, we need to define it and make it more specific. So when I ask, do Rick and Morty have erectile dysfunction, I'm talking about C-137 Rick and Morty from most of the episodes that we have watched. In addition to that, the specific timeline we are talking about is the beginning of the show. All right, so the show, they may or may not have had erectile dysfunction. It may or may not have been cured, but we do not have enough evidence to even ask that question. So as far as I'm concerned, the first episode onward is where this debate starts. Also, this is a current day. Do they currently have erectile dysfunction? If they started out having it, or if they had it at one point and got over it, that does not count. We need to talk about Season 5, do Rick and Morty have erectile dysfunction? I feel like we've gotten all that out of the way. Do you feel like that's been clearly defined and nobody will have any issue with understanding that?
Yes.
Alright, so with that matter, put to rest, I will now give my entering argument. So, if we were to go solely by the first episode, or even the first, let's say, 5 minutes of episode 1, I would have to be on your side. I would have to say that no, Rick and Morty do not have erectile dysfunction, and I know that sounds a bit weird to be putting my own side down. Rick and Morty, obviously, I would say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, do not have erectile dysfunction for at least the first 5 minutes of the show. This is what I can say concretely, but I feel at least after the first adventure, or during it, they do end up getting erectile dysfunction. Here are some of the causes of erectile dysfunction here, fellas. So common causes include heart disease, clogged blood vessels, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, Parkinson's, sclerosis, prescription medications, tobacco, and peyronie's, alcoholism, sleep disorders, prostate cancer, or pelvic area surgeries, or low testosterone. But these are just physical. Psychological causes of erectile dysfunction are depression, anxiety, stress, or relationship problems. Now, some of these may sound a little bit weird, why are you bringing those up at the concept of Rick and Morty? But some of those I feel like should hit close to home for Rick and Morty fans, such as low testosterone, alcoholism, sleep. Watching Rick and Morty, I would say relationship problems. But if you're watching Rick and Morty, I'm pretty sure that you don't have relationship problems.
Okay, I think I have to agree with you that this is completely fair. Like depression, anxiety, and stress, as shown by the events taking place in popular adult cartoon Rick and Morty, is something that the main characters go through.
Yeah, if I could point out a specific example, is when Rick and Morty are going for a quick 20-minute adventure in and out, it cuts to 3 days later, and both of them look wildly depressed and on the verge of suicide.
Now, have you seen anything from Season 5?
Well, I most recently saw the episode where the giant sperm infests the area.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You have?
I sure have seen that episode.
How peculiar.
What's so peculiar about that?
How can he let that out, right?
Well, okay. Well, I know what I have a rebuttal for you, you know? Okay. So, for those of you who are not in the loop, season 5, episode 4, episode 2, I don't remember. In that episode, Morty is at the horse hospital and his mother works at, and he's just like, I hate it here. I'm a kid and I'm stupid, until he sees the horse fucker machine, you know? The one that they like make horses come with. I don't know. I'm not a horse sex expert.
You're not? Weird.
Well, I'm sure you might know something about it, but for the most part, I am completely unaware. But, you know, I think from that episode, we were able to gather the context that Morty was not the one causing the erection, but that the machine was forcing the ejaculate out of him instead of him achieving an erection. That's why he was so excited to see the machine, not because he wanted to simulate the idea of procreation, but because he wanted to let the sperm exit his body that had been building up for so long because he wasn't able to get it out any other way. Now, that's how he was be able to create a whole army in the process of a week.
Now, hold on. What the fuck? Where's this based on?
This is based on how those machines work. They're not made for the horse's pleasure. They're made to extract the semen out for, I don't know, like, horse reasons, like chugging contests.
Oh, absolutely. Now, there's several times within the story where they like to take part in intercourse, right? Like, for example, the Tales from the Citadel coming back after the episode, Rick and Morty both speak on how much they enjoyed engaging in intercourse with some mermaids.
Well, okay, I know exactly what clip you're referring to, and I would just like to clear the waters a bit. Specifically, they're saying getting mermaid puss, alright? And I think that is a very good quote, because specifically getting mermaid puss has no saying that they were actually able to achieve an erection and insert it into this mermaid puss. What I took from this line is that they were both engaging in some sort of oral stimulation.
Now, how do you explain like this several times where Rick is in like relationships with people that are like clearly built upon their sexual encounters?
Okay, so Rick, you know, I don't know if you've seen him recently, but it's pretty clear that he's been around the block a couple of times. You know, his hair is like bluish gray, he's got a funny voice, and he drinks a lot of alcohol. All of those are bona fide symptoms of being an old person. So I think it's pretty clear to say that because every single episode where one of these females gets introduced, they always have this part where the character is like, and they don't know, and Morty will say like, "Oh God, Rick, who's this?" And then he's like, "Oh, this is just a girl I fucked a long time ago." You know, a long time ago. You know, you need to keep in mind that he's been doing this since, like, he was in his 40s, you know?
Anyway, you know Pickle Rick?
Oh my god, do I?
Episode 3 of Season 3 of Rick and Morty.
Best episode of any show.
Honestly, I don't really like it that much.
What?! Okay, but you have to understand, at least, that the concept of Rick turning himself into a pickle is the funniest shit I've ever seen, right?
Oh yeah, like turn the pickle over Morty funny.
Okay, at least you can understand it and appreciate it for what it is.
Now, would he really want to get the pickle turned over if he couldn't get it up?
That's a good point, but I raise you this. I'm sure that being a pickle is a very, very sexual scenario, you know? It's a very phallic in nature, but the thing is that when Rick turns back into a human, he's completely unclothed, and yet we cannot see a huge throbbing boner.
That's all that matters.
So, after doing something so obviously sexual for, 3 hours at least, why wouldn't he still be raring to go? He's obviously a man with no motion in the ocean.
What's clearly sexual about being a pickle?
Now, okay, if I was Rick and I didn't have erectile dysfunction, I'm pretty sure that mountains of cum would be the only way to describe the idea of being a pickle.
Now I have a rebuttal. My best rebuttal. Look at this picture.
Oh god. I can't put that in the show, man!
Does that look like erectile dysfunction to you?
Okay, but do you see what he has to put in his dick to make it grow?
You know those ads with, like, growing pills?
I'm going to feign ignorance.
See, he's just getting it bigger. I just know he's got a huge throbbing rod under there.
Oh, this episode is so bad. Tune in next week when we do Google versus Bing. Hey, wait a second. I was zoning out for a while, and then I made the mistake of opening the app. I'm so sorry for what you had to deal with.
I'm not sorry.
This... Fuck! I accidentally hit the thing that made it move. This show is a mistake. I didn't mean for this to happen. I think that's something a lot of people would put in Morty's character, that he jerks off a lot. And, I think there's a lot of reason. That's a big reason why people are so hesitant to, write off the idea that Morty has erectile dysfunction. But I would like to raise you the idea that every single time Morty has attempted to masturbate throughout the show, he's always been caught. And I think it's really more of a performative thing. I think he's doing it just to maintain his image of being able to get it up. I don't think he actually can. I think he's just trying to make everybody think he can.
Now I give you this. I banged the symptoms of erectile dysfunction here. One trouble.
Genshin Impact.
Yeah. Trouble getting and maintaining erection to reduce sexual activity or desire as shown throughout the entire series. I'm pretty sure every episode they've had, a lot of sexual desire and sexual activity.
I think this sexual desire is purely out of desperation. Because I think that the real reason that Rick and Morty even became closer in the first place is because they bonded over their inability to maintain erections.
Couldn't you say that for the other side as well? Because they're both men.
And they both have monster cocks they love showing each other?
Exactly.
Alright, it's okay, but I think the real question is, what's more likely that a grandfather and a grandson would get to, be able to bond over? Erectile dysfunction or erectile function? I don't think anybody likes talking about their raging erections. I think they like talking about their limp biscuits.
In the first episode, I think, of Rick of Morty, Morty has a fantasy.
Oh, yeah, he goes to the numbers world and he gets to second base with Jessica, which is actually his math teacher.
That doesn't seem like a lot of desire, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but he didn't fuck her. He just touched her boobs. It may have been desire, but it was out of desperation. I think that while Morty may be good at sexual intimacy, it is not doing with his penis because it doesn't function.
How would it be out of desperation alone, even if it was clearly subconscious?
Okay, well, here's the thing. He still has hormones. He still has hormones which do produce a sex drive. His sex drive functions differently from his dick. So while his dick, I think he still has the desire for sex. I feel like his masturbation is clearly performative and out of desperation, hoping people will think that he's able to maintain an erection, but I think that his desire for sex is something that is genuine and is something that is provably real. I think I'm done with this video. I think we found the real winner of this debate.
I think a subconscious dream of Morty from hit TV show Rick and Morty is something completely he's out of control of. It seems like a pretty clear sign.
Did you see his erection? Did you see his erection? In that scene, was there any indication of a tented pants?
There's no proof of a lack of.
I've watched that episode, and I've not seen any sort of tented pants. I haven't seen any signs of intelligent life down there, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, you didn't... Well, you haven't seen the other side, either, or yet you haven't seen a clear sign of him not having it up, just as you haven't seen a sign of him getting it up.
Do you think that means he just has a micro penis?
He may have a humongous penis that is just flaccid.
Well, wouldn't you at least be able to see the bulge of that?
Well, does it even show the front of his pants? Hold on.
Yeah, and even so, it would be a lateral thing. You ever see a snake?
Hang on, I need to bing this.
A snake is basically a flaccid cock when you think about it.
What are you saying?
I just saw a cute video of a snake, and then you had to go and say that. I'm sorry, but you knew exactly what you signed up for by listening into this chat. I can say that this is the most interesting call I've ever been in. Well, just you wait, because it's about to get a whole lot more interesting.
I just looked up Jessica Boob, Rick and Morty on YouTube.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. There's nothing there. Oh, man. I don't have anything to say.
Do you think Evil Morty can get it up?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, honestly, I would have to agree with that. While he may be a Morty, he is definitely rocking out with his cock out 95% of his life.
Okay, now, look at this rebuttal.
My God, no. Please do not post Rick and Morty porn in general.
Wouldn't be the first.
That's a sentence I thought I'd never have to hear.
It's one I've heard too many times.
I feel like we're going to have to implement a 3 strikes and you're out rule sort of thing here. why did I agree to be on this show? Why did I agree to this? You didn't have to do this. This is purely a voluntary thing here. You know, nobody else showed up. I asked Visco Ruin if he wanted to be on this show, and he said no in all caps and blocked me. No, see, the last time I was on here, and I said, yeah, I'm gonna be there, and so now I feel like I have an obligation. Yeah, no, there was no obligation. People tell me all the time they're gonna be on this show and then don't. Well, I don't know what more can be said about this, to be honest, so I think that concludes this episode of What Have I Done Debates, or What Have I Debates, or I don't know what it's going to be called yet. It's definitely a subsidiary of What Have I Done, and this is not going to replace the show. Actually, as a matter of fact, after this is done, I will probably just do a normal episode just to put it up, because this one is so stupid I'm probably going to end up editing it very heavily, just to make it sound good. Maybe I'll take out all the outtakes, just like all the other audio, and turn it into like episode 2 of the Google versus Bing debate.
Mini debate. Blooper. Ing. Guys, upvote if you're a binger. Upvote if you have a massive fucking erection.
If this video got you hard, then make sure to press like, preferably with your dick.
If my voice got you so horny that you have a fat rod right now, absolutely gently tap this like button with your penis.
Not too hard. You don't want to get erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Also, make sure to sign up for his OnlyFans. It's only going to be around for another month. Erotic stories from real men.
Yeah, you have until like October before I have to stop posting my nudes.
I'm glad that OnlyFans is finally shutting down the disgrace to society. I had to send something in chat because I couldn't say it aloud. Well, I'll say it. I'll say it aloud. So, according to YouTube statistics, only a small percentage of my viewers are actually horny. So if you ended up getting a boner, be sure to come over to my house. It's free, and I'm sure I'll let you out eventually. Oh, Dream. What a deviant, wasn't he? So, that's all for the inaugural episode of What Have I Done Debates. Tune in next time when something else happens. But until then, I hope this holds you off. We did it. So to context,
there had to be something about the voice. Of course, did you know that before I started doing the weird voice?
What? What about the voice?
Like the this part.
Which part are you talking about here?
The one I just highlighted.
Oh yeah, no, he said it in a funny way too. He's like, if my voice got you so horny that you have a fat rod right now, absolutely gently tap this like button with your penis. I'm thinking, episode 100, I'll release the raw audio because it's just that good. Yeah. So for all the audience listeners, thanks for listening. Couldn't have done it without you. We're already bonus episode 1 of many, I'm sure. This one was really good. What do you think about this one, Mark? What do you think that this is?
It was fun. It was fun. It was short. It was fun. But this is whack.
This is the foundation of everything that we've worked on together. Can you believe that? Without that video, I would not be who I am today.
That's whack.
All right. Well, since this is a bonus episode, I'd like to do just one more topic. This will just be a 2-topic episode. What? This is one of the bonus episode topics that I thought was really good. So I don't know if we're gonna do it like we'll do this just as a once thing, but I think maybe we could do this for every bonus episode. So, Mark, we haven't recorded episode 5 yet, so we've recorded 4 episodes though, and my question is, how many of those episodes were good? Be honest.
The one before with the one we recorded Monday was pretty good.
Episode 3?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. Maybe since it's just on my channel, I feel a little bit more like perfectionist about it. But I could probably name a litany of things that are wrong with every single episode.
Well, yeah, but as these episodes have gone, and as the standard we have in our brains go,
Here's the thing. I would say episode 2 was really good, but I lost that one almost entirely. So I don't know. Wait, maybe my standards
on
off.
YouTube still?
Yeah, they're all still on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hold on, let me look at it. I forget which one that is.
That's the JFK versus the.
Oh, that one is good.
Yeah, but I lost almost every single one, so I don't know if I did a good job
of
that.
Debates. You lost the debates. Okay. I thought you were
Yeah.
mean like you like lost the files.
Oh yeah, like they disappeared. No, I mean I lost the debates. I'm interested to see how episode 4 stacks up if anybody actually watches it. That might just be the episode that nobody watches. I don't know why.
It seems
maybe it's
like
because
it's so fun.
maybe it's because the thumbnail is just not appealing. I don't know. Usually my videos get around 50 views, so like if this thing doesn't get 50 views, we might have to stop doing this show so my channel doesn't get killed.
Editor's note: while this video was being recorded, episode 4 had like 0 views. Now it is one of the highest viewed videos on my channel and the highest viewed episode of What Have I Done? Oops, that's just kind of funny.
No, I'm not gonna stop there. You know what? The audience.
We got another view.
Oh
wait, that was me.
Yeah, it's all your fault, Mark. I thought you know what? I actually really liked episode 4. That's the sad thing. I thought it was really good. I thought there were a lot of really good arguments that were made. I think you.
Yeah,
like
this
finally.
This one's not funny. It's like genuinely like kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I feel like this one is more comedy informational. I thought that one, like, I feel like that's one of the ones where like you genuinely gave an argument that was really good. Like Doug Mastriano, like I legitimately think that was a really good argument. Like
Mastriano,
like because Mastriano, whatever. Doug Master Raciano. No, I'd like because like I feel like like technically you won the is AI art question, but that's just because I agree with that. I feel like Scariest Politician was a really good opinion based question that you just absolutely got out of the park. Yeah. And also I really wasn't expecting you to say that you should ban every book from the library, so I really wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, no, that's the funnier way. Of course I'm gonna take that.
Yeah. Well, that's just I was kind of under the impression that like the show would go, you would take like the obvious answer, like the rational answer, and then I would take the crazy answer, and then like I would try to argue the rational one from a crazy point of view, and you'd argue the crazy one from a rational point of view. But I think it's way more fun to just be chaotic and none of them actually are real and make any sense.
Yeah.
So I think episode 1 is I think it's actually a great like pilot episode. Like it's not like a great like what have I done debates episode, but I think as in terms of like
it gets
getting
the
into the show,
across,
yeah, like I think it does a really good job of
explaining
how the show
actually
goes.
Did the thumbnails?
Yeah, that's when I asked him to draw like an image, and then he asked me what the episode was, and then he drew it in like 20 minutes. It was like I just wanted
you can see he actually put like actual effort into that, and it's awesome.
It's just funny because I just asked him to draw like the pictures of us, and then he's like, "Oh, what is this for?" And then I I was like, "Oh, it's for the January 6th versus 9/11." And then like I'm like editing the video, and like I get a notification, and it's like, "Oh, like this," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. I guess I don't need to make a thumbnail after all." Yeah. So hopefully he gets back to finding the time to do the thumbnails because they're really good, and I think that they're what brings in the clicks.
Yeah, so. It looks like it because like look at it.
Someone's gotta have a sit
We
down.
have the first one, which is like freaking awesome, highest amount of views.
Like
we have 81 on that currently.
Then
we have the next one, which has 57. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And it's not as detailed as the first one, but then it's not terrible.
And then episode 3 is like 54 views.
Yeah, it's at 54 right now. It's only 3 less, so that's still a decent thumbnail.
Yeah, we're getting like.
Then you have the top 5 craziest real life glitches that anyone can do, and that just looks.
I made that thumbnail at like 1 a.m.
You have the Cryptic Conquest,
which is even better.
And then you have this one, and it literally looks like a blockchain like battle.
Yeah,
it's got 3 views.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna have a sit down with Domenico. Like, if I'm gonna actually I'm gonna hope that he will redraw them so I can edit the thumbnail for them. Like, just the picture that shows up on the screen when you like look at the video, because it's way more pleasing when you see a Domenico drawing than when you see like something I like fumbled together.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like, because I think I uploaded it at a really bad time too, because I was just kind of stressed because I had like the thing was that I wanted to upload the Cryptid Conquest before, like, I kind of just like put myself in a trap because I advertised the Cryptid Conquest in the episode 4, so I felt like it had to be out before episode 4, but then I also felt really weird about uploading 2 videos like day after another because I wanted to give one time to breathe. But then like I also wanted time for people to vote, so it was just like a comedy of errors. So I just scheduled the video for the next day, and I scheduled it for like 8 in the morning by accident. So it's just like people are going to see it and then they're going to like, they're going to see it at like 9 while they're at school and they're going to be like, no, I'm not watching this. And then they forget about it. And that's what happens to YouTube videos is that you'll see it in your recommended. And if you're not watching it at that point, you might just never watch it. So we got to pull the big guns out for episode 5. Like we need like the most clickbaity topic, like whatever's hot in the news. We need to do like Wednesday Addams versus like, I don't even know what the new thing is, the hot new thing is. But we got to stay on the zeitgeist, man.
We have to do like,
we got to do like
Joel from like Last of Us.
Yeah, we got to do Last of Us versus Wednesday. It would be such a soulless episode because I don't care about either of them.
Okay, Wednesday wasn't a terrible show. I'm not gonna say I liked it all that much. But
I'm just saying that like all the talking points you're about to say in this one sentence would be the entire episode.
What?
All this, like everything you have to say about these shows, like in one sentence, would be an episode that we try to like blow out to 50 minutes. It would probably get like 100. It'd probably get like 119 views, but it would like be so panned because we're like so surface level and have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm adding it to the list. We gotta save the channel, Mark. Oh man, I'm really hoping I don't like. I really hope that like every single time I upload and it doesn't get views, I'm always like, man, did I get like shadow banned or something? But it's probably just because I uploaded it at a bad time, and also the thumbnail's not that good. But those are all problems for the future. So hopefully this video does really good because I was originally just gonna upload it as an unlisted video, but I think I'm just gonna upload it as like bonus episode, and then like we're just gonna All right, that's good. So okay, so let's say So final answer, sticking your number. How many of these episodes have been good out of, let's say 5, because we just recorded a bonus episode. So out of those 5, how many did you
2.
think were actually good? 2. All right. Okay. What episodes would those be?
3 and 4. No, 2 and 4.
All right, 2 and 4. I would have to say, I'm going to say 3. I would probably say episode 1 and episode 2, and then the bonus episode, because this thing's been 2 years in the making. And also context for everybody, in case I haven't already said this. This was the original, like, What Have I Done episode, the debate episode, that I recorded before 9th grade. I'm currently, like, halfway through sophomore year, so that's how long I've been sitting on this. So it's finally done, and now I'm just going to edit it over this weekend, and it'll be up on, hopefully, Sunday. So that's all the inside baseball you guys get until next month's bonus episode. But until then, everybody sit on your hats. Make sure to vote. We're not going to have a vote in this one. I think we'll just call this one a draw. And see you guys episode 5. Although if you're listening to this, maybe you already listened to episode 5. In which case, stay tuned for episode 6. All right. On 3, we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye. All right. That was pretty good.